Hey scrollers, this is Canon Will, here with the ninth recap of my weight loss and fitness journey. My apologies for uploading this recap a day later than I normally do. After almost 2 weeks, I finally returned from Seattle. I flew out on Friday, which was a bit later than I wanted, but I'm back. I had too many chores to catch up on, but I finally caught up and had a moment to record this recap video. Since it's been 4 weeks since the last monthly recap, I'll be doing another monthly recap instead of the usual. Before we review the monthly metrics, I'd like to finally show the cookware I got for the meal prepping I'm doing to maintain a healthy diet. I'll be adding the meals I make to my healthy diet playlist, which you can access using the card that pops up now. The first picture covers the cookware I got for making the meals. I got a knife set and cutting boards to process raw ingredients like meat. I got a set of stainless steel pots and pans to cook my meal mains. The Instant Pot is for making my sides, like medium boiled eggs, rice and beans, chicken broth, and more. I also got a couple sheet pans to roast stuff, like bones or fries. The microwave is for reheating the meals I made in advance. Finally, I got an oil splatter cover sheet because I was getting tired of having to wipe everything down after cooking my meals with my pots and pans. In the second picture are the utensils and dinnerware I'm using to eat. I got some fine mesh strainers for broth, but it's actually come in handy in more ways than I initially imagined. I got a set of silicone utensils to cook with, but I probably could have gotten away with a stainless steel set in hindsight. The can opener was used for making chili, video coming soon, but it's also been useful as a bottle opener. I got 2 sets of measuring cups and spoons because they are really useful both during the ingredient preparation and while actually cooking the meals. It may be a bit hard to see, but I also got a couple pitchers to make cold brew tea with as a way to stop drinking as much juice as I was. Lastly, while the tableware is self-explanatory, I also got a set of glass bowls with airtight lids, both to store my meals, but also to simplify the portion control aspect. I know that was a lot to cover, but that's everything I got to support my diet on my weight loss journey. Now into my monthly biometrics. Starting with my weight, which has seen some really good progress over the month. It started at 232.6 pounds at the end of the initial 5-week challenge I completed. I then lost another 10 pounds over these last 4 weeks of my new workout schedule. Thankfully, my weight loss rate has stabilized to less than 3 pounds per week. I was probably overdoing it during the challenge, since I lost 17.4 pounds over just 5 weeks. Thanks to this data, I can also see that I really struggled with my progress in the first 2 weeks following the layoff and the ensuing crunch time to fix that defect I mentioned. Looking back, this could have been due to the stress, but I did also go out to eat with some friends to take a breather. Moving on to my muscle mass, I started around 87.9 pounds and ended around 83.2. It seems like I lost around 4.7 pounds of muscle this month, which is less than I thought for losing 10 pounds overall. Reviewing my fat mass, I also lost a decent amount of fat, totaling 2.2 pounds. Adding in a line of best fit to each graph to cut through the crazy variance, both are showing that I'm losing weight. While it's been great to consistently lose all the weight I've gained last year, I can't wait until I hit my weight goal of 195 pounds and can refocus on building muscle. Not that these charts are reliable enough to help me see any progress. Let's move on to more consistent metrics. My activity these past 4 weeks has been very consistent, thanks in no small part to sticking with the series. The first week, I actually took rest days on Monday and Friday to rest and finalize my diet plans. As I stated at the start of this video, I needed to take care of the chores that were piling up and decided to take a true rest day on Saturday, February 1st. A bit of a sneak peek into the next week's recap video, I also took it easy on Sunday and only did an hour of cardio at Zone 3. Typically, my workouts take around 80 minutes to complete and leaves me wiped out, which I couldn't afford with the amount of work I had in front of me before the work week. Despite eating out a couple times, I think I did a great job sticking to the amount of calories per day I planned over these past 4 weeks. This is in addition to eating at least 100 grams of protein every day. Unfortunately, the first 2 weeks weren't as consistent because of the layoff and subsequent work demands, but this line indicating 1700 calories really shows that I locked in after 10 days of lolling around and not eating right. Now that we've covered the consistent data points, let's see the ones that I know I didn't do too well with. I really struggled with recording my blood pressure the first 2 weeks of this month's records. I had a sudden jump at the start thanks to the layoffs, which stayed elevated thanks to all the work we had to do with a third of the people. I think it's also funny that I had a sudden drop in blood pressure right after I got the green light on Friday to go back home as soon as I wanted. Final Boss really missed me and hasn't really separated from me since, aside from when his true love, the automatic feeder, dropped some more of his food. My resting heart rate also reflects the stress I was under for the first couple weeks, which eventually stabilized back down to my normal resting rate. Definitely one of the worst couple of weeks I've had at this particular job, but it's given me the opportunity to review my options and really drive home the need to have extra options in my back pocket for the next rainy day. That's all the metrics for this month. Review my goals. I still don't have any new goals I can say I've completed, but I'm definitely on track to going down to 210 by the end of March, and I've already started maintaining a healthy diet, so I just need to keep that up for another 2 months and I'll be able to cross off 2 goals on top of everything else I already got done. That does it for this video. Please leave a comment letting me know what you liked or what I can improve. Thanks for watching, and remember, I hope you will because I know you can.